Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is gonna be a video on AIT and the whole process of it and how it is, how it's like. Just a heads up, every AIT is gonna be different. So MOS's, companies, what fort you're on is all gonna depend and change the way your AIT is slightly, but the majority of it's sort of the same. So to start off, you graduated basic. You might have a few days before you get shipped off to your AIT location, or you might go right away. So if your AIT is on the same fort that you're doing your basic at, then you will get there within the same day or the next day. So I literally graduated and then I get back, packed all my stuff, and went straight to my AIT company. If you're like not off post, but another fort, then it's gonna take you. It can take anywhere from a few days to a few months. I think the longest I've seen was like three weeks. I think it took before they might ship you off earlier, but it all depends on when the course starts. So you might ship off like a week, and then you have to sit there for like 2 weeks before your course starts. So it all depends really when they have open available classes and stuff like that. But once you get to your company and sign in and stuff, usually you would come there at the weekend. And usually on the weekends, you shouldn't have any classes or anything, so you should just have it. You should have it off. Um, Usually really depends. I think they're bringing back what they call starboard. So starboard is this thing where it's basically a they're like test. They ask you a few questions, do a few facing movements, room inspections. It really depends on your company how they want to do it. You can also look in your SOP books; they should have it in there. But basically, you just got to answer a few questions, and they look more for confidence than they do with the right answer. I didn't have to do it, but I witnessed it myself. Our company just brought it back before I left, and since I was about to leave, I didn't have to do it. Just pass room inspections, but I did see, my roommate do it, so I see like how it's been done, and they're doing it. But Starboard is a thing where you got to pass it to earn your privileges. So they will have phases. Those phases depend on how long you've been there, or like our company do it. They do it every 2 weeks, so only have to do it once, and you get all the privileges. And every company is going to be different. Every fort's going to be different. So our company, for example, they let you have your phones full time, but you can't take them to class. Um, you have weekend passes. They're 8 hours. And what else? All your electronics, you can have all that. And yeah, that's pretty much all you can really have in our company. I mean, there's really you can order food on the weekends as well. So, depending on your place again, it all depends where you go in your company, your MOS, all this stuff. So obviously, OSET, you're not gonna have any of these privileges, right? You're just still gonna be in that OSET. You might have the phone for the weekends. I know my friend, he had his for uh, MPs because he had to do MP for a while. I think he had his phone only for the weekend or something. I don't remember because he had to transition because he's a dog handler. So I don't know how he did it, but um, most OSETs, from what I know, you don't get your phones. Maybe on the weekends if you're lucky during your AIT portion, not your basic portion, obviously. But overall, you have less privileges. Now, those who regular AIT, you should have weekend passes. Basically meaning you can go on post to certain locations. They're obviously gonna limit you depending on every fort. Some forts will let you go off post. Ours doesn't. Um, and I mean, our fort really doesn't have anything anyways off post. So those again off posts are like the highest phase privilege that you can earn. I think it's phase 4 and 5, 5 plus, and 5 plus for like super long AITs. Usually short AITs you will not see phase 5 because you're not there for a long time, so you might not have like phones full time or something like that. But usually phase 4 is like phones only on the weekends, or no, I think phase 4 is only on Wednesdays for an hour or something like that. I don't remember. And then phase 5 is like on the weekends and once on Wednesday, and then like phase 5 plus is you have full time or whatever, you can keep it on you. Um, so yeah, also your company, they can change. They don't have to follow that; they can do what they want. So my friends, for example, 88 Mics, they only had their phones for the weekends. Then again, they had a short MOS, so they only had it for the weekends, but they did get weekend passes after I think like 2 weeks. Um, You can see family on the weekend if your company allows it. Our company allowed it. I know my friend's companies allowed it. Some OSs for the weekend pass, they'll let you go to the gym. Our company didn't let it, but the company next to us was allowed to go to the gym. You could go to the pool if your company allows it. Ours let it, and then they stopped letting us go use the pool. Um, we don't get as much privileges as like Air Force does or like Navy or something. Like we had people that we have Air Force and Navy that we do and Marines that we do training with. And they get to go off post. They get to change it to civies. So again, depending on your fort, you may be able to change into civilians. Ours didn't. It's not just our company. It was the entire fort wouldn't let you change it to civilians. Not even on the weekends. You couldn't go to like certain areas, but Air Force and all of them can go anywhere. Like they could have gone paintballing into the lake. We weren't allowed to. So it really depends all again on the fort, the company, all those stuff. Those privileges all depend. It's just different all around. But AIT is usually more relaxed and it's more peaceful. We had the DFAC like every single day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Some of them had to do field chow because they're out in the field doing the training, but for like dinner and breakfast, they ate, at the DFAC. So basically, how AIT is for most people, it's gonna be every morning you'll have PT Monday through Friday. So wake up at 4:30. Really depends, where you're at, but usually it's gonna be 4. Wake up. We do toe line in the morning, so 4:30 a.m. We do toe line. Count. They check your rooms. They do accountability. They check your rooms. And then 5, we have to be out in formation. They do accountability, to the first sergeant and all that. And then we do PT from 5 to 6. And usually PT, we break it up on MOSs and platoons and classes. It can, depends all how they feel like doing it. But the sergeants lead those, not the drill sergeants. It might be different for different companies. I don't know. But for our company, the sergeants that teach us, that instruct us, they're the ones that did PT, while the drill sergeants, they could if they needed to fill in or something, but usually it was the sergeants. And PT lasted, anywhere from like 40 to sometimes we ended early, sometimes we ended late. We did like usually they try to make us do 3 runs a week, and then like 2 like upper body, climbing drills, ab workouts, stuff like that. So that's what they try to do. For us, we usually ran anywhere from like 2 to 4 miles. We did do stuff like the car wash hill, 6 miles. It's a big ass hill. After PT, we got to go back and shower, do hygiene for. Really depends on your DFAC time and your eating time and stuff like that. So like one company there, since we shared the same DFAC, straight from PT they ran to the DFAC, ate, and then did their hygiene. We did hygiene and then we ate. So we done by 6, and then by 6:45 I had to form up again, and we walk to the DFAC, we eat, and then we march to our place where we do class. But depending around us, like the 12 November is the horizontal construction. They got trans to their place because it's far away for them. So it all really depends. But and then usually it should be like this for all MOSs, I believe, from 8 to 4, 4:30 to 5, somewhere around there, 4 to 5. You will have your class instructions this Monday through Friday, and it's whatever they teach you. If there is holidays, you will have those days off. So, for example, 4th of July, we had a 4-day weekend, so we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, and obviously, and to make up for that stuff. Well, they plan it out in advance. So actually, they plan it out in advance. So you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't change your graduation date or anything like that. You should do 2 ACFTs in AIT, one at the beginning, just to see where you're at, and one at the end. Right now, it doesn't count as a requirement to pass and graduate because the whole COVID pushed it back. So I don't think it's required until next year or October this year. I'm not sure. You do have to wear your masks unless I don't know. It's been changing lately. So at first, you had to wear a mask all the time, and then if you got the vaccine, you didn't have to wear it. But then they brought it back where you have to wear the masks, and now they're saying you don't have to. I don't know. I already left, so I don't freaking know. I don't care. I'm home already. But they'll let you know when you get there. P.S. All my classmates or sergeants that are watching my YouTube channel who found it. If you have anything to add, just add in the comments down below. Let the people know. Help me out. So I might forget something. I'm not gonna lie. You're supposed to have a financial brief, but we didn't do it. So I mean, because the whole COVID. So they're bringing it back though, so you might have it. But if you didn't do it there, I heard you got to do it in your unit anyways. So you're still gonna have to do it at some point. But um, the FTX and AIT. So FTX, it's really easy compared to you know. I mean, I don't know for OSET, but for regular IT, it's not nothing like the Forge. It's literally just one day, one night. Um, we literally rucked for us. It's gonna be different for everyone West, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know. What you do for your FTX is gonna be different, but I think everyone's gonna do one day, one night. We did like a 6 mile ruck, and then we did our whole MOS like training lanes, land nav, and stuff related to our MOS. That was literally it, and then you came back and you're done. You're back before dinner. It's that easy. It was actually really easy. The heat killed it. We had to do it in the peak of the heat. It was like 110 degrees. I was dying. It sucked. That was the worst part of it, but it was really easy if there was no heat. Yeah, once you graduate, you have an option. They'll ask you, I think, if you like a month prior to you graduating, if you want to do like government transportation back home, well, if you're active, it doesn't matter. You're taking it regardless. But if you're National Guard reserves, you have an option to either POV back or government transportation back. So if you POV back, you can obviously leave the same day. So I graduated, my parents came, I signed out, and I left. Literally the same day, went straight home, didn't care. Some of my friends, they stayed, POV, fly back. Some left the next day. Usually it's the next day, but some left 2 days after, some 3 days after. If you're active, you can leave anywhere from the next day to who knows. Even like the longest I've seen, I think it was two weeks that someone left. Oh, yeah, and for those who are wondering, the drill sergeants are there. The drill sergeants are more there for you. They're more chill. It really depends. We had some that were like assholes, and some that were really cool. They're really there just for the barracks portion. So your training, they have nothing to do with your training. So I mean, they're gonna be drill sergeants related to your MOS. It should be. So if you have questions and stuff, they'll tell you. But they don't train you, and what you do at your training, they don't have any control of. And the instructors over there have no control what happens at your barracks. So it's two different places. It's all different. So drill sergeants just take care of accountability, taking you to the defact, and that's literally it in CQ. Like that's all you do. Fire guard, you will do fire guard at AIT, but if you're someone like me in basic, we have to do 100% fire guard. We'll you have fire guard every single night and CQ. In AIT, that's not a thing. Thank God, I had it like every few nights. So every third night, I believe I had it. So that was nice. You don't have to do it every night. Unless your company makes you, then that's that sucks. So yeah, that's basically the AIT life. It's really chill. It's more, I'd say it's like a college environment, but a bit more stricter. If you ever been to a military college, I'd say it'd be kind of like that, a bit. Yeah, because that's basically like kind of like a military college. So you have classes Monday to Fridays. Some do Monday through Thursdays. And then you have the weekend off, and then that's pretty much the whole life of AIT. It's really chill. I mean, wasn't that bad. I mean, my company kind of made it ass, but overall, it's better than basic in my opinion. So just know that AIT is nothing like the real army. So don't let that affect your mindset or make you believe that's how the army is, because it's not. And instructors should kind of make you feel that way, because they should be more chill and relaxed and friendly. And treat you like humans than drill sergeants. But yeah, that's the whole AIT portion. Again, if my classmates or anyone who knows me from AIT or my sergeants, if you have anything to add, just add it down in the comments while you're laughing, because I know you're laughing. I know you're laughing. But yeah, that's all. My next video is gonna be on 12 Tango MOSs. I will include a little bit of 12 Romeos and 12 Yankees and 12 Deltas if any of you are interested. I heard, because we all lived in one barracks, so I know a bit about them. So I'll add that in my 12 Tango video. But next video is going to be about 12 Tango and that AIT life and that whole company. So stay tuned for that. And I hope this helped you out. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment below. I'll answer the best of my ability. And I hope you enjoyed.